Hey, Todd McLeod, Jasper Baptist, Thursday, October 14th. And I was talking yesterday about this really cool thing that God did in the Old Testament. When he led the people out of Egypt, and Moses was leading them from Egypt through the desert to the Promised Land. When they got to the brink of the Promised Land, and it was time to kind of actually go in and start to reclaim the land from those that were living there, Moses sent in 12 spies. And those 12 spies came back and said, it's a wonderful land flowing with milk and honey, all the fruit and agriculture resources that we would ever need. But the people who live there, who don't want to give it up, are big and strong and mighty warriors. So there's a summary of the situation. Now, 10 of those people said, therefore we can't do it. The enemy is too big. The obstacle is too big. It's bigger than us. We can't do it. We give up. And 2 of them said, yes, the obstacle is huge, bigger than us, but not bigger than God. And fortunately, the 2 kind of carried the day, even with the objections of the other 10. Well, then that's recorded for us in the book of Numbers. Well, later on in the book of Joshua, after they've gone in, after they've taken the land, they've reclaimed everything, they've had all the battles, and it lists all the kings that they overcame. And then very specifically, it names those biggest obstacles that it named back in Numbers. Back in Numbers, those 10 people spies said, it's the descendants of Anak. They're the biggest problem. They're known to be giants. And then in Joshua, when they gone in and reclaimed the land, God was gracious enough to include in the account in Joshua, they reclaimed the land, and here's all the kings, and the descendants of Anak were removed from the land. God took care of it. It's like God was saying, you worried about these very people back in Numbers, back before you went in. And I said I would look after it. And I did. So I challenged you and me yesterday, and I'll do it again today. I know it's a bit of a rerun here today, but what are the descendants of Anak stories in our life? Those obstacles that are bigger than us, that cause us to fear, cause us to give up. God graciously allowed them to name the problem in Numbers. And then in Joshua, God was gracious enough to name them again, but this time saying, but they've been defeated. God said, I defeated them for you. What are those obstacles in your life? In my life? Bigger than you. Bigger than me. Not bigger than God. What a challenge you and me to prayer. We really need to be praying in these days. And there'll be ways and opportunities that we can come together and pray, but I want you to every day, maybe every day when you finish watching this video, perhaps would be a good time. Or maybe every day when you've had your lunch, or every day when you finish the dishes, or find some time in the day and get aside, even if you already had a quiet time earlier in the day, get aside again, even for 5 minutes. Pray for people in need. Pray for those obstacles. Pray for God to overcome. Offer yourself to God. Pray for lives to be transformed. Pray for lives to be transformed, even in the midst of all the obstacles that we face these days. Sunday morning, 10:30, jubc.ca, and then tap or click on Join Us Live. And the elders are meeting this Saturday about our plan for going forward after we've had our 4 Sundays of live stream only. Well, actually, it'll be 5, but by the end of October 24th, we'll be finished that into a new plan, including children's ministry. So we're looking forward to getting all that sorted out, and we'll have news for you soon. Have a great evening. Bye for now.